Okay, today our learning target is I can find 1/10th, 1/100th, 1,000th, more or less than a number. And we're actually going to, because our place value learning targets in 5th grade require us to go to millionths. You might also see this happening. We might also be finding 1/10,000th, more or less. Or we might even get to our 100,000th place. Or it is possible that you might even be taking away or adding up to the millionth place today, okay? Now, part of what I want to think about when we're doing this today is it's not that we're doing decimal addition and subtraction. We are, when we are finding more or less than a number, that's what's happening is the addition and subtraction. But what I really want to focus on is our understanding of place value to do this. So you're going to see today in all of our problems that we do, you watch me do, we do together, or you do by yourself, you're going to use a place value chart to show your understanding of this more or less. And then next week, we will move on to doing addition and subtraction. Okay, first problem we're going to do is on this page. I'm going to scroll this down, and now I already placed our counters into the place value chart. But what we're going to do is we're going to find 1/10th, 100,000th more than 5,352, also known as 5,352 tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000ths. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, skip to the next page. Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're not necessarily just going to put an addition sign right here and then add, lining up our decimals. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to really work on your understanding of this using place value charts. So you're going to draw one of these on your board today. And what we're going to do is, I put a little marker up here. Oh, maybe I didn't. I will have to clone one of these. Is I'm going to take one of these and we are going to add just one of these into the what place? Tenths, hundredths, thousands. So I'm going to put this in the thousands place. Now, what is our new number that we created by doing 1,000th more than that? And that is 5,362 10,000ths. Okay, so the only place value holder that changed, because we didn't have to regroup it all, was our thousandths place. Okay, now here's your example for subtraction one, or finding less. And these ones we're actually going to put our counters into, okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to find 1/10th, 100th, thousands, 10,000th, 100,000th less than 4,122. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these counters in to model this number. So I'm going to pull 4 in my tenths place, 3, 4, and this doesn't have to be perfect, 1 in my hundredths place, 2 in my thousandths. So this is our original number we're starting with down there, 4,122 10,000ths, and 2 more in my 10,000ths place. Now what we're going to do is less than, we're going to be taking away, from our 100,000ths place. But what do you notice about the 100,000ths place? Do you see that there's no counters there? So just like if we were doing this with normal subtraction, and I'm going to show this normal subtraction here, even though we're going to use our place value chart to understand this. If we just lined up our decimals here, which you'll learn how to do next week when we do our subtraction, and I tried to do this subtraction problem, what do you notice is the problem? You should have a red flag popping up in your brain. Yeah, you can't take away from nothing. There's nothing there. So instead, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take one of these and we're going to regroup it into 10 100,000ths. Okay, so I'm going to cross this off and I'm going to pull in, this is just like you would do if you did normal subtraction. I'm going to pull in 10 counters. I'm going to have to make a couple more. That's okay. I'm going to pull in 10 counters. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And how we got these 10, they didn't just come from nowhere. What we did is we came over to this 2 in our 10,000 spot. We took one of these away. we regroup that into 10 hundred thousandths. Now we can do our subtraction. We're going to take away one of those. So I'm going to cancel out one of these as well. And our new value would be 4, 1, 2, 1, and lastly in the 100,000th place is 9. So now we have 41,219 hundred thousandths.